Hi, welcome. Something changed this night. There is a package in our system. Well, not yet in our system, but soon to be. And there's a bunch of them, but there is just one that we need to keep track of. There is a new archiso in here. Now, archiso is the way to build an ArcoLinux ArcoLinux ISO. So it makes sense to make a separate video and to follow up with Carli as a test case what changed. So user, share, right mouse click, open folder as root. If you know that the package is in here, archiso, there it is, you can make a Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V. Have now a copy. This is the old version. That's gonna be the new version if I update. Now I don't care. So with the option always to do a melt, a compare, I can visit the code and see what the ArcoLinux guys changed. I do hope that the UEFI, when you boot up in UEFI or not in Grub, which is a beautiful logo, but UEFI has 5 lines. And at some point in time, something changed and we were on line 3. The selected element was line 3. And we have to navigate up. So I do hope that's solved so that manually we don't need to go to the first line. And indeed something changed in there. So I've already visited the code on the ISO builder. So I've put now my Carli SSD inside. And there's still one, is there? Okay, let's do it again. No, that's it. That should be it, my dear. Let's have a look what he finds. Alright, we don't need that guy anymore. Qt5 style plugins moved from A to B. A being ArcoLinux to AUR. And see if it happens, if it says, if it's possible to do this, right? If Pacman says, no, I still need to use it for some kind of package, then you can't remove it, simple. But he says nothing, and you'll see if you remove it. And we've removed it from our ISOs, nothing bad will happen to you. But always remember what you've done. So, we have these two packages. Right mouse click. Well, 2 folders, package A and package B, the new one. Then we go and compare. We don't care about the same stuff. We want to see what's going in here. So let's have a look. So this guy is the new guy, right? User, share, archiso. The new guy is to the left. All right. So something is new here in the system D, network, Ethernet network, and wireless network. That's new. Now we open it up and we'll try to read it and understand it. So name, the Ethernet, right? Ethernet 01, network, DHCP, IP version 4, 6, yes, accept RA false, and route metric. We don't need to understand it as long as we get it, right? I mean, if we know what's going on. Wireless network, either it's called this name or that name with some kind of number. DHCP, so dynamic host configuration protocol. Basically, it's a protocol that says, hey, is there somebody who can give me an IP, a subnet mask, and etc. etc. So 4 or 5 elements it needs. This guy is out. So the rules that they created in the UDEV here for, again, the dynamic host configuration protocol daemon rules are out, right? And this guy seems to replace anything related to the internet connecting. Here they move some code around. Script, it says here. So they're using the name script. Okay, we'll see. And customize, unset the root password. Password -D. So man password. What's minus D? Delete. Delete the user's password, make it empty. This is a quick way to disable a password for an account. So root will not have a password. Passwordless. Alright, so that's we need to put these guys in our system. What else? Pacman init service, choose mirror, that's all the same, but these guys are probably related with those guys up here, internet. But of course, ArcoLinux still needs to have internet when they put up. We can't do anything without it. So, systemd network D service. I don't know if we can actually find information about it, but we can always try. Man systemd. There is information. Systemd network D. All right. Network manager. Okay. The service. A system service that manages networks. It detects and configures network devices as they appear, as well as creating virtual network devices. To configure low-level link settings, see that one. We have the network D service. Will create network devices based on the configuration in the systemd netdev files. All right. Basically, read it and then say, okay, this has to do with the internet. Go with. The other guy is systemd resolved. And we have these two guys. Let's read this one. It's a system service that provides network name resolution to local applications. It blends caching, validating DNS, so domain name service, stop resolver, and so on. Okay, so it all is for the internet, right? That's something you can conclude even if you don't get it all. Then this is the thing that I'm mostly interested in. The fact that we had the version 1 shell, the UEFI versions here, and they're moving to something called shell full. And another one that says UEFI shell 86, 64. And then the loader. Loader was different. Just the conf behind it, the configuration file. Okay. And then the build. The build is of course essential. Here they say version 2 and version 1. And here they're saying take either the two new files, that one or that one. And here we go again, changes in the shell. Getting the shell x64 version 2. This one is not used. And here we have the full one. So the differences in the shell. So we need to change Carli accordingly. If we want to test it out, what's going on, and if we want to keep as close to ArcoLinux as possible, we need to change it. And this, we saw this renaming in our systems. So that's no biggie. We had it already done in Carli. Let's keep this one in Carli 6 and let's not create a Carli 7 just for an application, even though it's the most important application ever if you're building. So now we can analyze. So it's a good thing for any package, but of course we can't do it with any package. But this is an important one in the project of Carli. You can leave this guy just here, would not bother anyone. You can always come back to it. All right, what should we do then? We're gonna open our new window and we're gonna go to Carli. There is Carli 6. And we have pushed it to the internet. Let's quickly see if I did it and pause the video here. All right, everything was indeed pushed to the internet. Now, maybe I'm gonna learn something new to you. I don't know if you see this, if you know this. I can do close other tabs. Carli 6. Since this is for me a major change, I'm gonna make a release. Let me first log in. I'm going to make a release, which means it's a frozen package, and it's I'm thinking of how we should call it. If we should call it, I might have done this in the past. So release title, just gonna call it Carli 6. Describe this release before the update of archiso. What reference? (44-2). So this is before, and then I'll have later on an after, right? Carli 6. That's the archiso. I think it's this one that you used to have, probably, right? Not sure. But it's clear before the update of publish release. So that means we have a source code. The code that's now on GitHub can be static forever. It's a source code. You can download it, and before the changes we had this, and now we're gonna make the changes, and we'll see later on. So what we'll do is of course use the power of melt, obviously. And this guy, let's go put him here, and that guy over here. Directory comparison. Then let's first navigate to other locations, computer, user, share, archiso. Not the copy, that's the old version, new version, configs, relang, and this is your, you see, your text, your structure. We are using the data of relang. Now it's easier to just drag this little guy in here. Compare, we're off. We're gonna change some things. So this guy, I don't know, we have a dangling symlink, which means it's a symlink, so ln-s pointing somewhere, and we can't see it here actually. Let's just get it in if we can anyway, if we can indeed. So what is the difference? That we launch SDDM. We should keep that, of course. gwheel, make sure everything is, can log in as sudo. This is new, so copy to the left. Boom. We cannot do that because we don't have permissions. Okay, let's get. Easiest way to do that is probably simply, or you change the name, the root permissions here, and say ownership to user. Might take a while, not sure if it's gonna stick either. Let's see, compare. Yep, okay, my mistake. So we don't need this one, but we need the one we've created earlier. So this guy, it's still there, Carli 6 relang. Let's see if I can copy paste it over now. Copy to the left. Okay, I can. The other solution was, what was I thinking? The other solution was going to launch sudo melt, which is possible as well. Become user melt with sudo permissions. All right, copy to the left. Files have no differences, so that's something we've done, which means this can go, right? This is no longer necessary. udev, you're out. Hostname is unimportant, that's ArcoLinux, and it's Carli, right? Archiso. Okay, that's not the thing. These can stay. We'll have a look at that later on. Then automated scripts. This code is new. It's in. We'll see what it'll do. this code is without password for root. Let's keep it in. Now these guys are different, right? So let's get this line. Control C is going to change this line, right? So that's white, meaning it's the same. Here it says multi-user. ArcoLinux boots up in a black screen. We would like to boot up in a graphical environment with SSDM available, and then Plasma, Mate, whatever that's behind it. So we're good. We don't need anything more. This is where it gets interesting, right? Archiso. Let's see if this is just a name change. Yep, it is. So Arch and Carli. So no need to change that. Arch and Carli. No need to change that. Here it becomes interesting. Copy to the left. This guy is out, that guy is out, and this guy is copied to the left. And we got a name change. No, the conf thing is back in here. So .conf. That's so cool. Save. You can always refresh and see, okay, that's what we've done until now. Host name, this guy. Yep, that's the difference. Okay. CD. Arch Carli. Fine. Arch and Carli. That's another name. That's it. Won't do a thing. Head. Arch and Carli. But we have to go and click everything, every single thing open. So only the names, Carli. Okay, only the names. If something technical changes, we need to copy paste. But if it's just Arch and Carli, we don't mind. That's the splash thing, so the image we use, that's their splash thing. So that's cool. Build sh, that's an important one. This is to clean everything up. That is to make sure everything in this root, this folder, has changed to ownership and to group of root. And then some elements to change names. That's cool. It's Carli. Fine. Verbose. Yes, we do verbose, so we keep that as well. And here we have some things. Well, these are our things to make sure that these folders are, the permissions are correct and the groups are correct. Here is something new. Here is what will change. Version 1, version 2. Now we'll get this guy, shell and shell full. And we can just simply copy over. He's going to go for a curl, and he's going to go for a copy. And we'll get that in. We'll see what happens. And then here again the loader. So version 1 and version 2 do not exist anymore. We need those two new guys. Same here, version 1 and version 2. And we're there. Oh, we finished. Save. These things are from us, cleaning up things, packaging from Cinnamon and all that, packages, XFCE, and refined. We've changed refined. And we can change that as well. Well, probably change that in ArcoLinux, but not yet here in Carli. So that's good. It's still the Plasma version that we have in here. But we've made videos that it's as simple as replacing Plasma with XFCE4 and XFCE4 goodies. And you have XFCE4. And it's all here. Pacman.conf. It's the same thing, nothing changed, except that we have our own repo. You should have your own repo. And setup kit. So then again, I always do this, refresh again and go over it again. Did I forget anything? Host name. Remember the things are in here. There are name changes. Splash is just an image. Why is build still blue? Because we have elements that are changed. The build script, we've added some checks, but all the rest, it's cool. Didn't forget a line. Okay. All right, so we have this dangling thing. What's this dangling thing? So basically we could actually already build, but let's have a quick look at the dangling thing there. What is it here? So what are you trying to do? Properties, link target, run systemd, resolve, stop resolve.conf. Yeah, we need it because it's going to link to a particular file that's gonna be there, not there at the moment. There is no run, but it's gonna be there. So I'm gonna Control C this thing. Gonna put it in Carli's 6 etc. That's it. Here it should be. Voila. So this is my after. I would not know what's gonna happen. That's the fun, right? First analysis. Now the fun. So we're gonna build and see what ArchISO guys came up with to build their next ISO of the 1st of June. It's the 1st of June. Let's quickly have a look if it's already on there. So building, sudo build, was it sudo? Let's have a look. Because it all depends. Here it's sudo. Okay. We use number 30, number 40 in ArcoLinux. Here we have agreed to do sudo build sh. And off we go. He's building Plasma. Alright, in the meantime, we have some time. So let's get some things away. That can go away. Everything is hanging a little bit. This is always, well, CPU intensive. Basically, I could actually push, that's true, but it's too late. We have already begun. ArchLinux. Is it already out? The new ISO. No, we have to wait. It's the 1st of June. And here it's the 1st of May. So we'll have to wait a little bit longer. But we have our own build, right? This is ArchISO with a little additions. Alright, I guess we better, although we're almost at the EFI stuff. So you can follow along, scroll all the way up. ArchISO elements, that's the bunch of ArchISO stuff that it needs. That's the short list, and then our big list starts with Plasma or Mate or anything you like to choose. That's these guys. They are downloaded. 5 GB. (1005) packages. It's Plasma, you know. It's not the smallest desktop, but it's the completest, most complete. So we're in here somewhere in ArcoLinux. We have some divisions between each build line, each component inside the build script. Some coloring. Here you need to really guess where it begins this one or where it starts this one. So module dependencies, and read the code a little bit. But even for me, it's very difficult to see where it starts, where it ends. We are here in the ArchISO root. Can we see that? Here we can see it. We are now running this one, customize ArchISO root file system. All these lines and all these keys. and then we have a problem. So work EFI boot mount failed, password expiry information changed. Okay, so operation not permitted. If you see this, well, first we're gonna try to reboot. We remember we've updated our system in the beginning, and things need to be applied. So the new updates need to be applied, and it's important for an application such as archiso. So I'm afraid we need to cut the video in two and have two parts of it. So again, any message at all, first reboot, and make sure next time the work folder is out, so this guy needs to go out, that we start from a clean slate, right? That's what I'm gonna do, but the script cleans this guy out. So the build sh says delete that guy. But I don't know what you're doing, right? So make sure you have a clean installation. So cutting the video in two and rebooting.